Hi everyone, this is your girl. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, this is my first time doing this vlog. Okay, as Nigerians and as a Nigeria, this is upon us. Like it is upon all of us to speak about this. We have to speak because speaking is actually for the living and not for the dead. We have to speak up against what we feel is wrong, what is being done to us that is wrong. As we all know, for some weeks now, 3 weeks per se, there's been this protest going on in Nigeria about NSAS, end police brutality, and corruption in Nigeria, reform Nigeria as of now, but it all started off as NSAS. Some people might be asking, what is SAS? SAS is Special Anti-Robbery Squad. These people are meant to curb violence, they are meant to curb kidnapping, they are meant to curb all forms of social vices, but these people turn out to be actually the problem in Nigeria. They turn out to be something else because I feel they are lawless, they are autonomous. I think a lot of power is being given to these people, so much so that they don't respect the law, they don't respect citizens. The last thing they care about is people. And I ask myself, how can such people or persons hold such high opportunity, such high position? What is the criteria for choosing these people? We can't be silenced. Police brutality is actually going on also in America. It's going on in so many places. But you know why our own is really worse and is really bad? Our own is black on blacks. Man inhumanity to man. I know they might be underpaid and all of that, but for the sake of courtesy and for human reasons, that does not give you the right to maltreat human beings. For crying out loud, we are all human beings. One of us could end up being your child, your cousin, your niece, your nephew. Even if you don't give a fuck about all of these people, you should give a fuck about your child. You should give, okay, let's remove the F word in this. You should care about your child. That is the way you're supposed to see us. Actually, a leader is supposed to be a servant, but these things are like unattainable in Nigeria. Like I speak about it and some people will be like, oh, it seems she doesn't know what the heck is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is so lawless. Of course I know Nigeria is lawless. Nigeria on its own is a struggle. Having been born and bred and brought up in Nigeria, everything is a struggle. It is not easy to be a Nigerian. This is something people don't understand. This is something the world doesn't understand. People are quick to castigate Nigerians. People are quick to judge Nigerians. People are quick to say, oh, this is how they behave. Oh, they are thieves. They are scammers. They are this, they are that. I could guarantee you saying this about Nigerians, you can't even live a life of a Nigerian. I could guarantee you can't live as a Nigerian, not even for one day. This is where we were brought up in. It's not like we were meant to choose. Do you want to be a Nigerian? We weren't asked to choose. We weren't given the opportunity to choose. We just woke up and we are Nigerians. For crying out loud, there should be an end to the level of man inhumanity to his fellow human. The level of torture, the level of corruption, the level of I don't care going on in that country like is on the roof. The world is changing. The world is evolving. The world is turning out to be technological. The world is turning out to be something really great. So I see no reason why Nigerians should be behind. If the world is evolving, we Nigerians should also evolve with this world. We should move forward, for crying out loud. We should move forward. I know there is hunger in Nigeria. There is desperation in Nigeria. And there is this sense of I must make it in Nigeria in all of this struggle. Amidst these struggles and frustrations and setback by our politicians, there is always this subconscious telling you that you need to make it in this country. You know, making it is not really about you making it. Making it is when you make it, and your brother make it, your sister make it, your neighbors make it. Then we'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Nigeria will say last, we'll go there all right. When you make it and your brother doesn't make it, I can guarantee you that your brother could come to your home one day as a criminal, carrying gun, because he wants to take what you have, just like what is going on now in Nigeria. Just like the thing going on with the looting, the storing of COVID-19 relief packages. These things were meant to be shared. These things were meant to be shared. These things were meant to be shared. You know, the thought of it being that people hijacked these things. People that we trust, people that we elected. They hijacked these things. They kept this thing for months all to themselves, and people have been dying of hunger and starvation and malnutrition, for crying out loud. That is the height of wickedness. If you make it and your brother doesn't make it, your neighbor doesn't make it, I could guarantee that you're not safe. Okay, let's take America for example. Right now, America is an election year. As a matter of fact, the election is November 3rd, which is like less than 2 weeks from now. What am I saying? This should be 7 days from now or 9 days from now. People are purchasing all kinds of things that they think that could keep them safe. Because people think that this election is gonna... How do I put this? People think that this election is going to bring out the worst in people. And you ask why. Here, people believe in what they believe in, and they stand by what they believe. And they actually go out to vote what they believe in, so that they don't end up pointing fingers at anybody. People are buying these ammunitions here, buying food, canned food, non-perishable goods that they can store in their house, because they feel that after making the results known, the election results known here in America, which should be on the same day, that there is going to be a lot of chaos when the next party doesn't get to win, the opposition doesn't get to win, or maybe the incumbent doesn't get to win, that people that are supporting them are going to come out to riot, to fight, to protest. Nobody knows the extent for which this will go on. Nobody knows if this is going to be violent, but people are predicting that it's going to be violent. Now, that aside, but I will also say that that is probably the reason why America hasn't really jumped into Nigerian problem right now, because I feel America has a whole lot of problem on its own. Not just America, different countries have loads and lots of problem. Now Europe is going back to lockdown, and this is the lockdown that nobody wants to go in. When you go into lockdown, no means of income, you have to cut down on expenses, you keep on eating what you have without getting anything in return. Businesses are going down the drain, corporations are crumbling, partnership is becoming like a daily fight. So this thing with Nigeria now, it came at, will I say, is happening at the very wrong time. I wouldn't say wrong time, because nothing actually happens in absence or absence of God's awareness. I would say that, because I believe he knows exactly what is going on. He knows this is actually happening. And that's is one of the reasons why the thing is going the way it's going. Nobody has come to help Nigeria physically, at least none that we have seen, except for people who have been contributing financially. But nobody has come to say, okay, we are going to prosecute so and so people that did so and so thing. Because now every country is like, they have their hands full. If it's not COVID, it's election. If it's not election, the economy is going bad. If it's not the economy, they are fighting against external invaders. You understand? So this thing with Nigeria is what we have to do as Nigerians on our own, by ourselves, unless God comes to help us. Having said that, I am not saying we should go back to the streets and start protesting now. What I'm saying is we should take a deep breath, retreat like we've done now, and plan ahead. Because people we are dealing with are people who are old, experienced, and they don't seem like they are giving up anytime soon. These people don't seem to be giving up anytime soon, because when we say we are fighting for our generations and our children born and unborn, these people have made money for their generations. Like, hello, these people have made money for their generations. This money they have is not even for their children. This is for their coming generations. For crying out loud, they are not ready to give up this thing, this seat, or this thing, this manipulation thing they do with Nigerians, storing food, holding money to themselves, keeping money that is meant for public endorsements, keeping money that is meant for public infrastructure, keeping it to themselves. They are not trying to give up anytime soon. So I would say we should retreat like we have done, strategize, because there's this saying that a man who doesn't plan to fail. We have shown them that they are dealing with people that actually know what they are doing, and thank God for social media. I see this new news that NBC, Nigerian Broadcasting Commission of Nigeria, is suing 5 different TV stations or news outlets for the way they covered the Lekki Toll Gate shooting. For crying out loud, these people didn't even go there. They didn't even go there on the day of the protest to cover these shootings. This is things, videos, live videos, evidence that they received from people who went there, and from people who shared it to people that went there. These things are not doctored. These tapes, they are not doctored. They are not photoshops. These things are real. It is because politics is a do or die affair in Nigeria, whereby you are going there because you know there is something there for you. You are not going there because you are going there for the good of the people, or people that have lost everything just to vote you in. They are going there because it is a do or die affair, whereby a senator makes millions of money, more than Donald Trump. A month, a senator makes millions. When I say millions, when you include all his allowances, his salaries, his entitlements, and all of that nonsense. So they go in there with the last drop of their blood, that this is what they have to do. They have to go in there. They have to make it in there. After all, there is a national memory going on, so they need to get their own cake. That is why someone will have the mind to store away food. Now we're not talking about the money, we're talking about food, as little as food. Do you know what it means to starve somebody? Food that is meant to give out to Nigerians. Because when you say go indoor, stay indoor, you are saying eat what you have indoor, don't come outside. So this food were meant to be shared to people to hold body and soul together. And these old men seized these things. They took these things and stored it. I don't know if they were going to sell it, eat it, whatever. Whatever it is, it wasn't worth it. And I'm saying to every Nigerian that we should go back into the house. We should retreat, re-strategize, and plan ahead. Plan ahead. Nobody has gained anything with being so angry. We can't be too angry right now and make another mistakes or make more mistakes, as you already see that Nigeria is divided. Some are saying, oh, there wasn't no death, there wasn't no shooting at the toll gate. And some are saying, okay, if people died, come out and prove it. What kind of rubbish is that? People who lost their kids, of course, they are still grieving. They are still grieving. 1 week is not enough to grieve. Some of these parents might grieve for 1 year, 2 years before they actually come out and say, my son died. Now they are filled with fear, uncertainty, because they don't know what will happen to them if they come out to say that they lost someone. And now that they've lost their child, they feel like they are unsafe. They feel like everything is working against them. So what confidence do they have now to come out and say to the Nigerians who are lying that these things didn't take place, that they actually lost their child? Put yourself in their position, whereby Nigeria is so insecure that you can't even talk to the media, that you can't even as a media outlet cover what is happening, that you can't even as a citizen speak to CNN or speak to BBC and stand by your word that this is what actually happened, whereby the government is trying to finger your brain, is trying to put their hands into your brain to turn things around, to make you look foolish. Who does that? Who does that? Like, I want to know. Who does that? That is how insecure Nigeria is. That is how scared these parents are. That is how scared these parents are. So I would want you to put yourself in their shoes. I don't know how you want these people to come out. These parents come out and start saying, oh, I lost my child. I lost my child and I want compensation. What compensation can they want that is gonna bring back their loss? At least this just happened. This is very recent. So to me, I feel they are still mourning their loss. And there is no need to come out now and start saying, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, oh, see what happened. These people we're talking about, they were people's children, people's boyfriend, people's child. And some women too actually died. Some women died. People saw these soldiers taking those corpses, throwing them into the lagoon, putting them in their hillocks, putting these bodies in their trucks and catering away with them. For crying out loud, what kind of a country is Nigeria? You know, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do as citizens of that country. Because all these foreign countries we're looking up to. Let me tell you now, they are not coming to save Nigeria. As a matter of fact, these people are so busy, their hands are so tied, not because they can't. Nigeria is a piece of cake for them. I just want us to know that Nigeria is a piece of cake for them. But because of the situation of things now in the world, like this pandemic crippled a whole lot of things. Here now, it is not just the pandemic. Here, we're talking about presidential election. And this election carries weight. As a matter of fact, the president is so focused on this election that he wants to be re-elected. So he even said it on CNN, not him directly. His representative said on CNN that, oh, okay, we know that Nigeria is corrupt. We know Nigeria is having some issues. But right now, Nigeria is not the priority. I was like, You say what? He was like, right now, Nigeria is not the priority. And the woman interviewing him was like, you mean that? He said, yes, we have all it takes to bring down whatever it is that is going on there. It is not about the equipment, it's just that it's just not the priority. Oh, that shocked me, that shocked me. It shocked me. But notwithstanding, we are the ones to fix that country. When I say retreat and re-strategize and have a plan, the first plan we have is coming out in mass to vote. And someone might say, oh, what of people that just died? This vote is not coming anytime soon. This vote we're talking about is 2023. 2023 is almost here. I employ us not to forget about EndSARS, because this should be our logo every day. EndSARS, end police brutality, end bad governance, reform Nigeria. This should be our motto every day, at least for those who lost their lives. You can't tell me that those soldiers came there, they were shooting, even if they were shooting in the sky, that no stray bullets actually touched any soul there. You know, one problem with Nigerians, we find it very difficult to say the truth. You know, the truth will set us free. You know that, right? We find it very difficult to say the truth. But I really don't know what to say about people lying about these things. Just look at your life and ask yourself, why is my life still the way it is? Because you lie unnecessarily. I saw one video where, will I call them thugs now? Because these people, we refer them to as thugs, because we see these people during election time, making away with ballot balls for politicians, scattering everything, burning ballot boxes, or chasing people away so that they can make away with this ballot. So now we saw videos, not just me, so many people saw this video. So many people. I saw this video, SUV that looks like is for DSS, because this guy that was on suit, black suit with a tie, white shirt, bald head if I'm not mistaken, came out from the car and was directing talks. Go there, go here, go there, go there. On looking, talks were actually coming out from the car. I was like, this is SUV, black SUV, government SUV. The plate number is quite covered. You will know that this is not ordinary citizen recruiting talks to go and disrupt the protest. What will it cost our politicians to leave people to protest peacefully? This is our fundamental human right. You know, the day colonial masters were leaving Nigerians, our forefathers were actually happy. They were happy because they thought, this is our freedom. This is our freedom. We can actually practice democracy now without any external invasion. We can actually practice democracy now without somebody telling us, oh, this is what you will give to me, this is what you submit to me, this you give me free, that you give me free, hey, you do that. But since then, over 60 years now, it seems we went backwards, like we went back to the colonial era. This is black inhumanity to black people. This is not the whites treating us like we're shit now. This is a brother treating a brother like they are shit. I don't want to talk about the northerners and the northern leaders who are controlling the person there as the president, because that is a topic for another day. These northerners, they are something else. And I just pity their brothers who look up to them, who listen to them. They are ready to engage in violence because of whatever these people tell them. Like, hello, these people have made money for their family. These people have made money for their generation. I see no reason why you should be ready to fight and kill your fellow Nigerians if you ain't getting shit out of it. Like, even if you're getting the whole world out of it, these people have made money about money that is enough to take care of your generation and theirs, but they don't fucking care about you, neither do they care about your generation. Northerners aside now, we have to come out in mass to vote in 2023, because the Northerners are ready to keep a Northerner there. The Northerners are ready to still retain a Northern there, which hasn't benefited either you or me or any Nigeria or the mass population of Nigerians. As a matter of fact, I wish coronavirus would be like so over right now, and this election here will be so over, and there will be a handover of power to the next person who wins, if God wish, and someone could just immediately come to our aid. Apart from that, people should shelter themselves, adhere to the curfew, because now anger will not solve the problem. Anger will not solve the problem because people have already died. And nobody, and as a matter of fact, the government is denying that people died. These are people's children. These are people's children, people's blood. People's blood. These people went out that day to go back to their houses. They have things to do the next day. They have engagements. They belong somewhere. Maybe they work. Maybe they go to shop. Maybe they do anything. These people have engagement. These people are not just cops that just woke up and decided to come to protest and go back to being cops. They were human beings, flesh and blood like you and I, before they came to that protest. What I would say to a thug, a person that is being allowed or that allows himself to be used as a thug, like they label it thugs. You know why they call it thugs? They give you 1,500, maybe they give 50,000 to 10 of you, or they give 50,000 to 20 of you to go and make this destruction upon your fellow human beings. I just want to tell you that your children will be so disappointed at you. They will be so disappointed in you or at you, whichever way you speak it, that you sold your birthright. For how long are you going to collect this 5,000 or 2,000 to cause this harm to your fellow human beings? For how long? Why don't these people invite you to their houses for party? Why don't these people invite you, oh, come and be a butler in my house? Why do they have to pay you 2,000 to go and cause this harm on your fellow human being? Remember that the sin a man does lives with them. That is not my word. This is the way it has been. It has been like this for ages now. Whatever a man soweth, he will reap. I just want you to know that. It's not difficult. Just think about it. And it's your opinion on what you want to think. Because I think these politicians are deliberately keeping us in hunger so we can always react. They deliberately keep us hungry so that when they give you 5,000, you do what they ask you to do. Collect this money and to hell with these people. Or don't collect this money and keep your dignity to yourself. That might sound stupid, but I'm telling you, that 5,000 can only last you for 2 days, 3 days. Probably you have gone to make trouble, you have hit someone and broke their skull and they die. Do you think they just die? They don't just die, for crying out loud. They don't just die. As a matter of fact, you have blood on your hand. Maybe you killed like 2, 3, or you shot like 2, 3. These people are not just bleeding and they just die. For crying out loud, their sins are on you and you have your own sins too. There is heaven and there is hell. It is upon us to choose whichever one we want to go to. There are legit ways to make money in Nigeria. Even though things are hard, there are still legit ways to make money in Nigeria. Look around your environment. Look closely in your environment. There must be something there that gives people money, no matter how small it is, but it is constant. This money comes in. You eat morning, afternoon, and night. This money comes in and you have little savings to yourself. Look around your neighborhood. Look around your environment. You must see something to do. Start, no matter how small. You could start any business, no matter how small. You could start 5,000, 10,000. It looks stupid, it looks small. But you could do this. You can do this because you won't gain anything by collecting all this penny, peanut from all these politicians and causing harm to your fellow human beings. Look at what is happening in Lagos. Look at what is happening in different places. Why are we just discovering this COVID-19 package relief packages or whatever? Why are we just discovering them? We are dealing with people who know the in and out of how to deal with people, in and out of how to interact with people and make everything seem like they are working. These people are not working. They are not doing shit. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to do anything. They just want to stay there, eat the money as long as they can, and probably put someone else there who pays royalty to them. Excuse me. Who pays homage to them by extorting money to and giving them their own share. It is incumbent upon us to go out en masse and vote. It is incumbent upon us to vote. As a matter of fact, no Nigerian politician has the interest of any Nigerian at heart. This is a fact. This is not fiction. This is a fact. We can't just go back to our different lives without talking about these people that gave up their life to come and do this. What of DJ Twish? Now, people are trying to pin on her that she connived, she did this, she did that. Let me remind you that so many people were live on that video. So many people took a screen record of what went down there. So many people have these things on their phone and they just keep quiet. Because when people want to bring these things up against her, when people are saying, okay, we are ready to do this against her, so many evidence will come proving that she did not bring this upon anybody or herself. That someone somewhere actually gave this order of massacre because these people were trying to make international organizations come into their matter. There is concrete evidence that this thing happened. And I know that so many forces in Nigeria are trying to make it look as if our brain is not working fine. Like they want to finger our brains. They want to make it look like, oh, what is she talking about? She is making sense. They just went there to protest peacefully. There were people who were there and who left before the shooting started. And there were people who remained there and the shooting started. So these things happened. I just want us to change our way of living in Nigeria. Do away with the lies. All these things we do and we say is fans guy no we say this small, this petty lies that these things did not happen. You can't even do what these people did. I would implore you to face what you're doing and stop making it look like people didn't die there. These people are human beings who blood run in their veins. They have flesh and blood with them. They died, and death is not something you go and come back. They are dead and they are not coming back. Mind you, they didn't die for nothing. They didn't die for nothing. So when you want to open your mouth and say people didn't die, these things didn't happen, just take a deep breath and think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. I wish there is a way our politicians will start taking responsibility for everything that they do, because this will make Nigeria a better country. Like every other country, politicians go to prison, they go to jail, they do time for whatever it is that they do. But since the creation of Nigeria, since the creation of this name called Nigeria, I don't think even one of our politicians have been held responsible for all their atrocities. And someone will ask, is this how this will end? We can't let this die down. We can't let this end just like that. We have to let them know that they are dealing with human beings. I think there is an international organization that deals with taking care of this kind of things. Presidents, politicians who are corrupt, but waiting for them to go to prison in Nigeria is the reason why we need to come out and vote in 2023. Let us keep this spirit burning within us. Let us not just allow these people to just die. Say, oh, is it not one of those deaths? People just die. Who sent them there? Who? They are doing this thing for you and I, not just for them. They did it for you and myself. They don't know me. They don't know you, but they want a better Nigeria. Buhari's daughter went to Dubai the other day to give birth. Was she supposed to go to Dubai and give birth? Are there no hospitals in Nigeria? Is Nigeria not supposed to be where people outside the country come in, give birth, do tourists? These things bring money into the country. When a country is good and flourishing, when a country is good, people come in. People come in. Investments come in. We should come out in mass and vote, because when a youth is there, like I was saying, we should come out in mass and vote. Vote out all 36 state politicians, all. At least the Westerners and the Southerners should come out in mass and vote. If the Northerners don't want their leaders to go out, that's on them. But I believe it's not just Northerners in Northern. There are Southerners in Northern. There are Westerners in Northern. So I believe the Westerners and the Southerners should come out in mass and vote. We need to vote. We need to vote. We need to make our voice heard. I know people are scared in Nigeria, but being scared doesn't make any difference in your life. Being scared doesn't change your condition. Being scared is just existing. You are not living. We need to make our voices heard. It's either they hear us or they don't hear us. So we'll have to choose. Some people will be like, but my vote doesn't count. Your vote counts. Gone are the days where elections are being rigged in Nigeria. Now they use machines, they use computers, they do electric voting now. You have to come out and vote. When I come out, you come out, we vote. These things are going to make a huge impact in Nigeria. We need to vote all these people out. As a matter of fact, there should be a memorial for these people that died. Like this Tuesday, 20th, October 20th, 2020. This should be something that should be celebrated by that time every year. Every year, if I'm not mistaken. This should be a recurrent something. So it will always hit home in our hearts that something actually happened that day. Something went down that day for our sake, not just for their sake. We can't be heard by sitting in our chairs, being comfortable in our celebrity homes, being comfortable in our Jagaban homes. How long do you want to just exist without living? You need to live. How long is this life anyway? How long is this life that you can't speak up against what you detest? Then you just came to the world, you just existed and okay, we'll just manage it till when it's time to die. For crying out loud, everyone is gonna die. Why not live before dying? Don't say, okay, I'm not gonna vote. I have to be somewhere that day. Like, this is not my problem. This is your problem. You want your children to be in the same condition you are today? Do you want your generation to still suffer the same thing you suffer? As a matter of fact, when those generations come and hear that their mother, their father, this so and so, they'll be like, oh, this is in my blood. I have to do like this. I have to do like that. It is of utmost importance that we change all our leaders and put youths there. Youths. Now, the government in Nigeria is Hausa, and Yoruba. What happened to the Igbos? What happens to the Igbos? What happened to the federal character in the Constitution? These things were what we were taught in school. Were these things just propaganda and they were wasting time teaching it to us? No, these things are in the Constitution. Never, ever, ever has ever there been a government in Nigeria where there is no federal character. Igbos are being treated like we are second-class citizens because we want what nobody can come out to say they want. We are speaking what is in everybody's mind, but nobody wants to say it out. Where is the federal character in Nigeria? We have to come out in mass and vote. When I say vote, vote out all 36 state leaders, vote all of them out. Because the last thing they care about is the people. Actually, there should be a responsibility on our politicians, whereby if they don't deliver, or they do embezzle, or they cause harm, they cause death, they cause destruction, they cause any form of harm, contrary to what they swore oath to do, there should be a part where they go to jail. Yes, it sounds terrible, right? You better wake up. Nigeria should evolve with the world. The world is changing, so we should change along with the world. Yes, when a president is a president, he has his he has his rights. He has, what is it called again? Protecting him, his official capacity. But when he comes down, for crying out loud, a former president can go to jail for evil. He can go to jail for crimes that he perpetrated. Yes, a governor, a deputy governor, whatever they are, they can go to jail. These people are human beings like you and I. Because when you get to heaven, or when you die, whoever judges, whether it's God or angel that judges, he's not going to say, oh, because you are so and so person's son, okay, I'm not going to judge you for the sins you did. Okay, kindly go into heaven. No. We have to wake up and don't make it look like this is paranoia that I'm talking about. This is real life. This is things that are supposed to happen before people will wake up to the fact that, okay, you want to contest for a political position. Okay, you should be ready to take responsibility for whatsoever your actions are going to be. And they will now give it a second thought. Do I actually want to go and be a politician in this new Nigeria where people take responsibility for their actions? We don't have to give these people the leverage to think that we are lesser and they are higher than we are. When God was creating them and us, there wasn't this special, okay, I will give you special 2 heads, have 2 eyes, have 10 eyes. Let me tell you, poverty makes a man think backward. These people deliberately kept Nigeria in poverty so that we would do their bidding. Now there is COVID-19 relief package being released in the warehouse everywhere. Why are people just finding this out? Okay, they are released. People are going there in mass. One girl was just stampeded in Abuja, rush to get the COVID-19 relief packages. Did she expect to be stampeded? She's dead, for crying out loud. We are dealing with old men who have strategies. I implore us not to forget what happened in Lekki Toll Gate on the 20th of October 2020. These are people like you and I. These are people like you and I. Okay, having said that, okay, let us not be too serious. It's good to laugh. It's good to laugh, you know. You laugh. When you laugh and your happiness, your joy comes from the heart. When it comes right from the heart, when it's not just artificial. There is a cloud and there is a wall between you and whatever it is that is pulling you down at that moment. That means that 2 seconds of happiness, let me tell you, is worth gold to your brain. Yes, these things are facts. That 2 seconds of happiness, I can tell you that it is worth gold to your mental health. This has been proven scientifically. So what am I going to say next? Guide your mental health. In the midst of all this chaos going on around everywhere, especially in our country, Nigeria, I would say what? Guide your mental health. It is really important. Somebody will say, what is your mental health again? Are we crazy? No. What I mean by guide your mental health, you know, in Nigeria, we don't see mental health as a big thing. It's something that God used to punish our enemies. He say, you dey craze or make you go craze, that kind of thing. No, your mental health now, in the midst of all this chaos, at least people that had their phones on during this period, at least from when the protest started till probably 2 days back, I can confidently say that a whole lot of us have to question our existence. We have had to question the main purpose we came to this world. We have had to question why people are being maltreated. We have had to question what kind of a country is Nigeria. We have had to question, are we going to be the next? And we have had to question, are these people really dead? Are they not going to come back to life? Like, can't someone wake me up from this dream and it will be like, oh, it was a dream? Or can't it be like a situation whereby we'll get a call and say, oh, all those people that were shot, they have been treated and they are recovering in the hospital? Can it just be reversed, that these people did not die, that army didn't come there to shoot? I'm telling you from experience, our senses, our brains, our subconscious have been triggered in these past few weeks, especially in this last week. Unless you are not human. So when I say guide your mental health, I want us to take a break. Taking a break is not about offing your phones. Offing your phone too can go a long way. Not putting your phone off whereby nobody will locate your location and locate where you are, and they'll start tagging you missing. No. When I say your phone now, your phone is your data. Your data, because when the data is off, you don't know what is going on the internet. You can do this 2 days, you can do this a day, because now like almost everyone is addicted to their phones. You can also take a deep breath, because guiding our mental health, if your brain is not really working, how do you want to think? How do you want to go about your business? How do you want to take care of your family? How do you want to look after your children, your parents? That is the more reason why I say we should guide our mental health. Take a deep breath and know that for you to fight tomorrow, you have to retreat. Retreat. Take a deep breath and say, okay, today I'm not going to my phone. Because all this anxiety that has been growing, that is why most of us in Nigerians have high blood pressure. This thing is not segregated to just old people. High blood pressure happens now to everybody. As a matter of fact, if you go to hospital now, they must find out that something is actually wrong. Something that triggers you can cause you high blood pressure. Anything that triggers you, is it lack of food? Is it struggle? Is it survival? Is it the recent happenings now in Nigeria? Or fear? Anything at all that triggers you, causes you to question your mental health. So I would say take a deep breath, go to sleep, get a good 8 hours sleep every day. You could do this for 1 week, you could do this for 2 days, you could do this for 3 days, and then check the difference between the way you were feeling before and the way you feel after you must have taken a deep breath and observed some good time, alone time, this good quiet alone time, like nobody's distracting you, you are not getting any notification about any bad things happening, and you just take a deep breath. You will feel more better when next you come online. You will feel more better to engage every problem that comes your way, because let me tell you, every human being has his own palaver. But this palaver now is something we have to do together. We have to come together and do this to achieve a lasting result. Thank you everyone for coming to my YouTube channel. I will be expecting your comments. What do you think about everything I've just said? I'm gonna read all the comments, and I want you to subscribe because I'm gonna be bringing you more goodies about things, about lifestyle, and just a little about me, because I'm not too really, someone that knows me knows I'm not someone that likes showing off. When I say showing off, I mean I'm not really a social media person. I might just be on the background, just observing and looking. But I don't want to always put myself there at the forefront, where I'm posting pictures, doing this, doing that. So, okay, so that being said, please subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be bringing you everything about life, relationships, struggle, marriage, lifestyle in general. Okay, I will take you everywhere I go. I'm gonna show you everywhere I go. I want you to subscribe, and I do a lot of cooking too. So when I start bringing my recipes too, I'm gonna let you know. So could you be nice to your girl, please? I'm begging you, please subscribe. Okay, I'm begging you to subscribe, please. Okay. Like, I'm serious. Please subscribe to your girl. I am everything politics, lifestyle. If you have questions, ask me. I think this is what we should be talking about now. Everybody's trying to go back to their normal lifestyle. But what I just said is something that we can always incorporate in our lifestyle. Every day must not all about be you, just you and you alone, no matter what your business is now. When you are marketing it, remember to always remember what just happened in Nigeria, because this could happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody, and these people don't care. But when we talk about these things more, people know, and we'll stop selling ourselves cheap. Rather, we aim higher, we aim for tomorrow. Stop looking for what our stomach will eat today and forget about tomorrow. We have to aim higher, keep our dignity to ourselves. Actually know that this fight is for a purpose. This fight is for a purpose. This is not just to eat today and forget tomorrow. Remember, heaven help those that help themselves. So I'll be bringing you everything about life, blog. Stay true to your girl and you'll get everything I post. You'll be the first to be notified. Thank you. In fact, I'm gonna do a second video right away. Bye.